In this Tech 5 video, I want to talk to you about how to use error codes. Technology only ever goes wrong when there's a reason. It's a bit like a puzzle, a bit like a problem to solve. And actually, technology is a really good friend to you because what it does is it gives you clues to help you solve that problem. And those clues come in the form of error codes. So email is a really good example of this. And you might get an email that is full of numbers that you don't understand, and all you know is that your email hasn't been delivered in the way that you wanted it to be. But actually, that email bounce back, that information, those numbers, that error code that is within that is really useful and really important. And all you need to do is have a little bit of knowledge in order to be able to translate that into something that you can understand. Now, there are a whole range of different error codes, and what I've included here is the most common ones. And there will be things that you will need technical support for, and there will also be things that you can solve yourself. For example, have you got connection to the internet? Have you spelt the email address correctly? All of these are simple things that you can check and potentially solve for yourself. If you're using Outlook as your email application, this is how you find your error code. It will be in the email message that comes back, normally from someone like the host server. It's a series of numbers that will then allow you to do some investigation from there as to what might be the cause of your email bounce back. Here's an example of one that you might be able to solve for yourself. Error 5.1.1 means the recipient cannot be found. The first thing to always check is, have you spelt their email address correctly? Very easy sometimes to have a typo in the email address, but to not realise that that's an error you can definitely solve for yourself. Here's another one you might be able to solve for yourself. Error code 5.2.1 means that your email has been rejected because it's oversized. Are you trying to send a large attachment? If that's the case, it might mean the recipient cannot receive it properly, so you'll need to use a different software program to be able to transfer that file effectively. So error code 4.3.1 means that you are out of disk space on your mail server. That's something that you will need technical support for, so you'll need to get in touch with the company who looks after your emails and hosts your emails, and then they can add some additional space for you or advise you from there. Error code 5.3.3 means that the remote server has run out of disk space and needs to queue messages. Now, this means there's a problem with the internet part of the journey, and there's nothing that Emerald or any other technical support company can do, or yourselves as users. What we need to do is just be a bit patient and wait for that message to go through and be delivered successfully. If it's not, and you get a bounce back to say it hasn't been delivered successfully, then you'll need to resend it. If you're getting the error code 5.7.1, that means that you have been denied access to the recipient's email server. You might be being mistaken for spam, and that's where you need to have a look at your email and potentially the structure of your email. Are you using lots of exclamation marks or caps in your subject heading? Have you emailed the recipient before, or is this the first time? If it's the first time, what you might need to do is get them to add you to their safe senders list. Also, are you using lots of shortened web links in the body of your email? Again, these are just a few things that some of the antivirus and anti-malware programs might pick up and detect you as spam. So if you've had an email bounce back, the most important thing to do is Tech 5. Check the error code. Check your email address is spelled correctly. Check the size of the attachment and the file name. Check the text in your email. Could you be mistaken for spam? And if all else fails, contact your technical support team or Emerald.